Hello everyone and welcome back to Creative Flow Yoga. My name is Marissa and it is such a pleasure to be working with you all today. So I'm sure you're asking what is up with the Halloween makeup. So I just finished instructing at the studio, one of the studios that I work at locally here in Arizona, and I couldn't pass up an opportunity to share this awesome, fun Halloween makeup look with you. We had Tutu Tuesday. Didn't really want to do yoga in a tutu today, to be honest with you, but that's okay. So I wanted to bring this fun look for you, knowing that I can post it on Halloween, and hopefully you all enjoy it and you enjoy this flow. So this is a flow that is great to work with nerve pain and things of that sort. We're gonna start lying flat on our backs and we'll work our way up to stand as the pinnacle of our sequence here today. It's not a super long practice, but just let yourself settle in, put on something comfortable, maybe play some of your favorite yoga music in the background. I've got my coffee here, so let's keep it gentle and casual and just have a good time. You're always welcome to grab some blocks. I love having blocks in my practice, and having them around is an awesome time. If you are someone who has access to bolsters or anything like that, grab whatever makes you comfortable, and you always can make adjustments that feel good just for you today. You all know he's running here right now. I don't know if he'll come into camera, but the two cats, our two little babes, are running around. We've got Sushi and Ego, so you might see them hopping in and out. But when you are ready, let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, we've got both the little beans here today. I had a feeling they were gonna come hang out with us. Whenever I'm home alone, especially when I'm filming, they always like to come in and be just a little bit rambunctious. So we'll see what happens with those two today. Let's go ahead and start lying all the way flat on our backs. So starting off in our Savasana, or our corpse pose, relaxing all the way down, taking your time, making any adjustments that you need when you arrive to be comfortable today. If you are someone who has low back pain or tightness, you are always welcome to leave those feet on the mat, maybe bringing them all the way out to the edges of the mat and letting those knees drift together. So you can be here or with those legs out long, letting everything go. Let's take a few nice big breaths to settle in today. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. Inhale and exhale. One more nice big inhale. Full exhale. And take a couple more deep breaths just on your own, centering in and centering down, matching the inhale to the exhale. Letting your body soften the muscles of the face, neck, and shoulders. Let those shoulder blades grow heavy into the mat. And then as you are ready, we're all gonna bring the soles of the feet together and the knees out nice and wide. Taking a moment right here, bring your first finger and your thumb together for Chin Mudra, inviting any positive energy into our life today. Two more breaths right here. On your next inhale, slowly peeling those knees back together on the mat, letting go of your mudra, giving those fingers a little wiggle, maybe rocking the hips side to side here if that feels nice for you. Lifting the hips, gently setting them back down just to readjust.
When you're ready, you can either leave your left leg on the mat or extend it out long. We're taking the first 2 fingers on our right hand and looping them around the big toe on our right leg. You can stay right here for a second, flexing the foot, letting that hip open. I like to bring my left arm out for just a little bit of extra support here, but you can bring it wherever is most comfortable for you. Settling in, maybe finding an inhale, we kick in to that leg, hand to big toe. You don't have to send the leg straight here. That bend in the knee can always stay. If it feels better for you to come into a little more of a half happy baby, you can bring that left sole of the foot to the mat. Nice big bend through the right knee, your choice. Finding maybe a little more extension here, kicking into that heel, but only as far as feels good for you today. On an exhale, starting to release that foot down, letting go of those toes. Hug the right knee up and into the chest, drawing the head, the chin up to meet the knee. Exhale, releasing it on down. Let's bring the heel back to the mat, planting in through both of those hips, or both of those heels. Lift the hips and set everything back down. So same thing, other side. Right leg can either extend out long or you can keep the sole of the foot on the mat. First 2 fingers of the left hand loop around that left big toe, meeting me here, drawing the knee back towards the back corner of your mat, keeping that foot flexed and opening up through the hip first before we go anywhere else. So maybe you bring that right arm out like a T or out to the side just for that extra bit of support. Settling in here. And then as you are ready, kicking in to that leg. Finding that bend, maybe that half happy baby if that feels good for you here. And you can see as I transition to send my leg a little more straight, I like to bring the heel of my opposite foot onto the mat just because it keeps my hips a little more stable, a little more squared off here as I begin to kick in a little bit deeper. So you're welcome to go as deep as you want here, finding, maybe flexing that foot a little more. It's okay if that hurts a little bit, you can leave it more at a tilt, but trying to stack the heel on top of that ankle as much as you can. Couple more breaths here, wherever you're at, whether you're in that half happy baby or extended out long. Good. On an inhale, let's hug that knee up and in to the chest, bringing that chin up. You can always leave the foot here or extend it out long, your choice. Exhale, slowly releasing back on down. Bring both of the heels to the mat. Lift the hips gently and set them down. Inhale, right leg sweeps up nice and straight. Flex and point the toes a few times here for me, getting into the front and the rear of that leg. Finding the stretch through the shin on the point, the calf on that flex. When you're ready, we're gonna draw the foot across, so ankle on top of that opposite knee, still flexing the foot here. If this is enough pressure on those hips, if this is enough stretch through those legs, stay right here for me, bringing your hands wherever feels best. But if you want a little bit more, or you want to go a little bit deeper, you can lift that left knee up off, flexing those toes as well. This is option 2. Option 3 is reaching back behind that leg here. And then option 4 is actually reaching in front of the shin. I know a lot of people like to send that leg up nice and tall, and you are welcome to as well, going right here. But I find you get a little deeper stretch through that right hamstring, through that glute, if you hold in front of the shin, if it is in your practice to do so. So holding here for me just for a few more breaths, settling into our figure 4 in whichever variation you are taking today. Big breaths in and out. And then if your hands are in front of that shin, go ahead and bring them back behind the leg. We're all going to lift the right leg up, and you can either put it on the mat or send it out long. Pointing the toes here, draw that leg in a little deeper towards your head. You can draw the head up towards the knee as well. Inhale, dig in a little deeper. Exhale, don't release the hands, but release the head to the mat, bringing the left toes back into a flexed position, hugging that leg in just a little more. Good. Exhale, finding the bend through the left leg. We'll release on down. Hello, ego. Excuse me, buddy. And we're gonna bring both of those heels down, lifting the hips yet again, centering off that spine, and finding our lift on that left leg this time to drop it on top of the right knee. So once again, you can stay right here through everything we just did. This is option one. It's a great place to be, a great spot to let gravity do some work for you here. Option two is lifting through that knee with no hold, still flexing both feet firmly here. Option three is reaching back behind that thigh as you are ready. And option four is reaching in front of the shin like so. So here I have a little more tightness on one of my hips than the other. So please, it's okay if one side you need to go a little bit deeper and one side needs a little more love and attention today in the way of being soft with your body. Flexing those toes, settling in. Just a few more breaths for me here. And then if that hand is in front of those shins, go ahead and bring it back behind the hamstring. We're all gonna send that right leg long up to the sky. Lift the left leg up, heel either comes to the mat or you extend it out long. Point those toes as you draw the leg towards your face. Lift through that shin. Big inhale here, hold. On your next exhale, relax the upper body down, flex the foot, pull the leg in tighter. One more breath. Exhale, let it release all the way down to the mat. Send both legs long. Reach the arms up overhead, full body stretch, pointing the toes, spreading the fingers, reaching behind you. Happy Halloween, spooky swoosh. Hello, girl. All right, speaking of cats, we are all going to reach right behind both of those knees, finding a full body rock all the way back and all the way forward. On your third or fourth, we're gonna rock it on up to seated, rocking over our knees, coming into a tabletop position for cat and cow. So taking a moment, adjusting however you need to, stacking the hands under those shoulders, the knees under the hips, toes are extended out from the knees. Inhale to drop the belly, drop the chest, let the head rise. Exhale, navel tucks up and in towards the spine. We let that head fall. Inhale, taking it back into our cow pose. Exhale, arching up and back for that cat. Just a few more rounds here. Inhale, dropping the belly. Exhale, arching it back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, returning back to a nice neutral spine. We're gonna walk the hands out, coming all the way down onto our bellies here, taking our time. Bringing the elbows directly under those shoulders. Palms are suction cupped into the mat in front of us. Exhale, relaxing everything down. On your inhale, engage those glutes, press into the elbows, pulling the chest forward, chin rises for Sphinx. On your exhale, releasing down, letting everything go. Inhale, chin rises. Exhale, let it go. This time, as we inhale, I want you to lift through the right leg, still pressing in with those elbows. Exhale, sinking it down. Tuck the chin to chest, relax through the shoulders. Inhale, engage those glutes, pulling through, lift the left leg. Exhale, relaxing down, pulling chin to chest, melting through that upper back. One more each side. Inhale, lifting the right leg. Exhale, relaxing down, melting chin to chest. Inhale, lifting that left leg, still pulling the chest through, making contact with those elbows. Exhale, melting chin to chest. On your next exhale, whenever that may be, we're gonna come all the way down, stacking hand on top of hand, melt the forehead down onto those hands for crocodile or belly savasana, whatever you wanna call it here. Relaxing in, relaxing down, taking a moment for our bodies. When you're ready, taking that time to readjust, pressing up back to your tabletop here. And then you're gonna meet me in a down dog, stepping those hands in front of the shoulders, tucking the toes, send the hips up and back. Maybe walking one heel and then the other here, if that feels good for you, just to settle in here for a moment. Let the head, neck, and chest melt down towards the mat. Inhale, our right leg reaches up and back. Keep those hips square, toes pointing down. Exhale, step it all the way through, low lunge. Drop that left knee down. So you always have the option to put a pad under that knee or flip over the edge of your mat for a little more support here. We're gonna walk the hands up here today on to that leg. Send the hips forward. Tall through the chest, rise through that chin. Settling in right here, enjoying our moment. Maybe reaching that left arm, just the left arm, up and open to the sky. Exhale, letting it go. Bringing both hands back down to the mat. Hello, babe. Stepping the right leg back, knee next to knee. Tuck the toes under, finding your down dog. Inhale, lifting that left leg this time, flexing the toes, hips stay square. Exhale, stepping it through. Low lunge, dropping that right knee down. Still sinking in to those hips, chest rises, left hand comes on to the thigh. Maybe you have a cat for a little extra support here. I highly suggest it. Inhale, reaching just that right arm up and open. Chest is proud, chin is lifted. Honoring the work that you are putting in here today. Exhale, bring that hand back on down, stepping knee next to knee. Finding our way back into our down dog. Lifting up and back. Inhale, rising through the right foot. Exhale, stepping it all the way through. Find that low lunge on this side. And when you're ready, we're gonna send those hips back. Right leg comes straight, flexing the toes to nose. Melting everything down towards that leg. Roll the shoulders down and away from the ears. So we're keeping as flat of a spine as we can here as we stretch into our half splits. Just a couple more breaths right here. And as you're ready, I want you to bring those toes down to the mat if you can. Seeing how that stretches through the front of our leg, of our ankle, giving that foot a little bit of love through the ligaments on the top. You always have the option to have those blocks on your hands. Any sort of prop, a paint bucket, whatever you've got is great here. Good, let's come back on that heel. And we're just gonna step to switch this time. So the right knee comes back next to the left leg steps it forward, sending it into our low lunge to start here. When you're ready, hips shift back, flexing through the left toes, half splits. Hands either on the mat, maybe one hand or both hands on the shin if that feels better for you here. Still making sure our spine is flat or the shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Squaring our hips off to the side. So I always catch myself leaning into that opposite hip just to take some tension off, but we don't want that. Good. Pointing through the left toes, trying to bring the full foot onto the mat. Whew. Feeling that work through our ankle, through that shin, giving that stretch. This is something I feel like we don't stretch often enough right here. Good. When you're ready, reflexing the foot, stepping one knee back next to the left. Meet me in your down dog. Walking those hands a step forward, tucking the toes, send those hips up and back. Taking a moment right here. And then when you're ready, we are going to walk the toes up to those fingers, finding a big inhale here, settling in to the front of our mats. Bring a big bend through those knees so you can plant the palms down, let the back of the head relax. Curling yourself into a nice little ball here. Planting those hands or those fingertips, you can also have your blocks here, that paint bucket, whatever you've got, to lift the chest. We are going to lift through the right foot, tucking it back up and in towards our glutes, maybe bringing it behind the left leg. Exhale, step it back down. Little baby half splits here. So with the blocks, sometimes it just helps to bring that chest up. Lifting through that left leg, maybe tucking it back behind the right calf here. And exhale, dropping it down, melting in to the ground. Good. So we're gonna find our full half splits here, with or without those blocks. So I'll do one side with and one side without, just so you can see. Inhale, lifting through that right leg, kicking in to the air, flexing the foot, sending the left leg as straight as I can. Exhale, dropping it down to the mat, meeting in a forward fold. And then we'll inhale, lifting that left leg up, kicking into the foot, flexing those toes. Exhale, dropping back down to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, hands come to shins, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, full fold. On your inhale, stepping back with that left leg, meeting me in a warrior two. So arms are cartwheeling up and open, finding the T. I want you to take as big of a stance as you can here, making sure that front knee has a nice big bend. If you're a little more here today, that's okay, but sink in as deep as you can today. Squaring off the hips and the shoulders with one another, reaching the arms out, gazing over that front right middle finger. Relax the shoulders down, pinkies pulled back, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, front leg goes straight, arms reach up. Point the toes towards me, exhale, wide leg, forward fold. Letting everything go down towards the mat, sinking in, releasing through those hips. One more nice big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold.
Inhale, roll it back all the way up to stand. Reach the arms up to the sky. On your exhale, we're gonna point those left toes towards the back or wherever you're situated. Arms come out like a T. Find your warrior two on the other side. Sinking in here, so still squaring off through the hips, through the shoulders, reaching arms out like a T, gazing over that front middle finger. Inhale, reaching those arms up, that leg goes straight. Exhale, arms just come out to the sides. You can heel toe the feet together or just step them in, whatever feels best for you. Meet me standing at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up and open. Exhale, full fold. Starting to bend those knees already, meeting me. Keeping that bend, rolling down, turning into a little ball, and coming all the way on to your spines. Take a second here. Make any adjustments that you need to be comfortable here today. Extend those legs out nice and long. Bring your palms face up at your sides. And close your eyes. Let everything be soft, be heavy. Let everything sink down into the ground underneath you. Each and every point of your body that is touching the mat or the floor is grounding you down, finding that energy, holding you here, stable, supported. You are everything that you need in this moment. Close your eyes and bring your attention up to your Ajna chakra or your third eye. Focusing here as deeply as we can, we will spend these next few moments in silent meditation. Begin to bring your attention back to your breath. Find a wiggle in the fingers and the toes, making any gentle adjustments that feel right for you to reorient to the space around you. When you are ready, rolling off to one side or the other to spend just a moment there. And then gently meeting me in any comfortable, easy seat so we can end our practice together. Inhale, reach those arms up one final time. Exhaling, hands at heart center. Thank you all so very much for joining me today or whenever you are watching this, for digging into all the crazy with my makeup and allowing yourselves to settle in to our beautiful practice today. I hope you all have a wonderful Om Shanti, Om Peace, and Namaste.